San Diego Fertility Center provides an egg donor program and IVF treatment known throughout San Diego and Southern California for meeting the highest standards and criteria set forth by the American Society for Reproductive Medicine.
Third-party reproduction is a wonderful pathway to parenthood. There are many couples who have struggled to conceive and ultimately come to find out that there's an unsolvable problem. And so they need a third party, and that's where the name comes from. So they need a sperm donor or an egg donor or a surrogate to carry the pregnancy.
Having started one of the very first egg donor programs in the United States, we have a team of physicians who are really incorporated in screening egg donors. We interview individuals who are willing to be egg donors. We screen young women who have a healthy background and a healthy lifestyle.
My first meeting was with Dr. Hummel, and he looked at my results and he said, you know, I can get you pregnant. My fear is that I couldn't keep you pregnant based on everything that I'm looking at, and I think your best route is to find a donor, which is something I think nobody wants to hear.
To actually have gone through the egg donor process and been successful, as fortunately so many of our patients are, it helps me to understand the frustrations, the concerns, the apprehensions, and also to really, I really believe to experience the joy at the end of all of this with them on a very special level.
Research that we did in the late 1980s and early 1990s led to the fulfillment and clarity that the age of the uterus had no bearing as long as it was healthy. The age of the egg was everything.
He broke it down step by step, and we honed in on what particular problem was once we exhausted all the other possibilities.
We really realized that it was sort of the comprehensive program here that made a difference, and having somebody who, you know, was really connected to the donors and managed the donors, and it was their network that really was going to allow you to have predictability in the process.
It's a big decision. I mean, it's a strange thing to sit down, you know, in front of a database or in front of a book and pick what is ultimately the genetic mother of your child.
The process by which you go through to selection was, you know, just almost the best part of it, because it was really flawless and it made, you know, everything so easy.
So with our high standards, we see that we have driven consistent high results of being one of the most successful egg donor programs in the world.
The woman probably, you know, next in line to, you know, my parents or grandparents that I will, you know, have the most appreciation and love and respect for, even though likely I will never know her, is my donor, for sure.
We also work with agencies locally as well as around the country, and then of course we do also work with known donors, so that would be could be comprised of a relative or a friend.
Kind of first try out of the gate for us using healthy, sound eggs of a young donor. I got pregnant with twins and, you know, had a smooth and flawless pregnancy.
It is not an easy decision, and the path is not simple or straightforward, but once you do make the decision, the opportunity for success is penultimate. I mean, it's just because we do have such great success rates, I can offer somebody so much hope.
Having a donor egg doesn't matter, because carrying her and giving birth to her and nursing her, she's 100% ours.
I think, oh my God, if I had ever gotten pregnant with my own eggs, I wouldn't have my daughters. And I know that those are the girls who are meant for me.